And that is my last pro tip of the episode is always use a written lease agreement. Sounds like common sense, but common sense isn't always so common. And I have heard of many situations where people are renting out units with a handshake and, a check under the door,
Yeah.
or some cash in an envelope slid under their door, once a month. Not a great way to do business, not a secure way to do business, and open
Mhm.
yourself up to all kinds of legal issues. You should have
Yeah.
a written agreement, even if you wrote it up yourself and you just gave it to you know, your lawyer, your real estate lawyer, your title company
Mhm.
who you use to purchase it. And they were like, yeah, okay. I mean, this is technically a binding agreement. Really, what you should do is just ask your title company or your real estate agent to provide you with a official lease,
Yes.
through the MLS. We have leases that we have access to that are already, written up and approved, or we can point you to a great real estate attorney that we know that can provide you with that. But you want some sort of written agreement that protects you to at least
Yes.
get paid,
Well,
so
I actually had this situation with a VA buyer that situations changed and they decided to stay in Hampton Roads, but buy a house in a different area, right? Because of different orders, things like that. At this time, he was living in the home. It was single family home. He did have two roommates, which was great. No formal lease agreement, no
Mhm.
formal way of getting payment, right? Like if they're not getting a check or whatever. And so they're like selling each other and they're whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, but this month it was this and this month it was that. And you have no formal agreement. So if you want to keep this home, you have to have a formal lease. You have to have a set amount and it has to match what they're paying you because we obviously have your bank statements to qualify you for this new home. So
Yeah.
it's not just to protect you now, it's to protect you if you want to move out of that home and then be able to continue to use that income so you can buy another house and get another mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. So that is super important. And we have all done crazy things in our lives. When I was in college, I just, I rented out rooms with no formal agreement from people all the time. But when you're making a serious purchase, like buying a multifamily unit that is not only a big purchase, but is, something like we said, it's securing your future. It's a very big financial commitment and a great source of income and wealth generation.